Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We are live for 2026. And hi, Miss Nick. How are you?
I'm brilliant. Have to be brilliant in this year. This is the
Oh,
year.
this
Woohoo!
is, yeah, honestly, my beautiful transference healing lady that actually anchored the transference healing onto this beautiful earth grid. She did a channel for 2026. She does one every year. And she said for people that have raised their vibration, that are spiritually connected, it's going to be a year of everything just coming into place. She said there's going to be a widening of that gap, and a lot of people will probably become unwell, but because of this huge frequency shift. But she said it's a brilliant year for everyone. So I just, and it feels it. I don't know. How's everyone else feeling? Welcome back.
Happy New Year to you all. We celebrate it now, but like what calendar are we on? It doesn't matter. But I think it's when the consciousness all feels it, it shifts things again. So I'm going with it.
Yeah, same. And so, so look, I'd love to hear people's stories, because a lot of the time, obviously, over Christmas and the holidays, we do tend to spend more time with families and people that we may not do so normally. And so let's see who's on. We've got Tony's on, A State of Bliss is on, hi, Jill's on, Kylie's on, and we had Deb's on. So it's so nice to have you all here, and for everyone that's watching afterwards, welcome. But so let us know, how did you go? I know for me, I had some issues that I wanted to work through and to sort through, and it actually happened. It was just beautiful. It was peaceful. There was a lot of resolution I felt for myself and someone else, and I don't know, it actually felt like a holiday for me for the first time, not a chore in a way. So it was just lovely, and I felt really rested when I got back. And there's 2 days of traveling for me each way, so that's 4 days of traveling, because Australia is a big country, and where I grew up, it's right down on the other side of Australia, on the most isolated town in Australia, just about. So it was actually beautiful. So because it was my dad's 90th, and had other relatives there I hadn't seen for quite a while, so it was really lovely. So so let us know how everyone went and how everyone is feeling. What have you been noticing? So, Nick, what have you been noticing? What's been happening for you?
Oh, yeah. Look, I did a bit of a road trip with a girlfriend. I was just sort of briefly mentioning it to Marie, and I've known this girl my whole life. She's my youngest oldest friend. And it was a bit like Thelma and Louise. We hit the road, we had the music blaring, and we went out west. And there's no one there out west where we're going. In fact, we felt like we were in some sort of alternate reality, because there were no cars and no people on the road. It was so surreal. Also means no coffee en route. And it was about a 6-hour drive.
Yeah.
And so, but during that time, I love it, because you have the space to sit and actually just be one-on-one with someone without all the external, because half the time there's no internet. Most of the time there's none, except for music we've downloaded. So you really talk about things, and with her I can talk about anything. And I witnessed right in front of me her awakening, expanding more and more and more. And I just gave her little examples of things to do. Like, she lost the keys the night before and could not find them anywhere. And I said to her, all right, just breathe. When you go to bed, I want you to, and I explained this process of calming, getting yourself calm enough to get out of your mind and send out that message. Where are my keys? Show me, guide me towards them. Anyway, she said, and we were on the phone talking, and she said, rather than waiting to go to bed, she did it right then and there. Like, I was doing a little mini meditation for her to explain how to do it. She said, I literally just dropped myself out of my mind, and I just went into a complete calm zone, like I was in my dream state. She said, and as soon as that, bang, I got the info.
Yeah.
In the car, under the mat, or something like that. And so she went running out, and there they were. And so she was just blown away by that. And I said, you see how easy it is when you let go? Yeah. And we were playing games on the road as well. Like, okay, around the next corner, there's going to be a red sign. Sure enough, red sign.
Oh.
And this is like where you probably don't even see a sign for 100 kilometres more.
And I love that, because it's really tapping in and using that muscle, that intuitive muscle, isn't it? And trusting. So, and it's the perfect time to do it. No Wi-Fi around, nothing around.
No.
And it's like you can just be centered, and that's exactly right. Yeah, so
Exactly.
interesting. I love that.
And
Yeah,
but I did actually go to a place that I've been wanting to go to for a while in my mind anyway, and I was surprised that I was there because she no longer lives in this area. We were just going up there quickly. I'd never even been up there, and it's such a place. It's a long way to go, just for nothing really, and it's where one of the ancient ley lines goes through. And I know the energy lines are moving and shifting all the time. But there was something about this particular place called North Star, and a lot of Indigenous communities, big agricultural farming areas around there, but no people. And she said, "Oh, I want to drive in and just take you to North Star. It's really cute and show you all the big fields and things." And I said, "Amazing," because I had spoken to her about it. She wouldn't have remembered, and I said, "I've always wanted to go here, just to see what the energy was like." And I felt like I had to go there. I was meant to go there, to maybe just bring some harmony back to the place. Yeah, really interesting experience over the last few weeks. Yeah,
it certainly has been. I know. And I was telling Nick, I used to go out to this particular place. It's very isolated for work. And so, it's an interesting place, but it's a very long way away. So, in Australia, we get used to that. And Dennis, hello, you were saying that you did a lot of traveling as well from coast to coast, because US, Australia are a little bit the same size. So, which is awesome. And we've got Christina on too. Hello. So Gillian's popped something up. So let's have a little
great. Look. So Gillian says, "I feel like the decades of stuff is being released. My inner circle are all opening up. Just finding a higher frequency. It is amazing how quickly it is happening." Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
That's actually how I'm feeling.
True. And this was also what Alexis, that Transference Healing guru, literally channeled. She said, like, things are just going to be let go of. And she was also saying that when people have a lower vibration or they've dropped, their vibration, we can sometimes feel a bit sick around them and know that we can't actually be around them that much, which is really interesting. So it'd be interesting to see if anyone's noticed that as well. So, and I have got a little visitor today. This is Clive. Clive has been a bit sick, but he's just getting hungry again, so he wants a lot of attention. I've been feeding him heaps, but he comes in and he actually bit me before because he was wanting attention and food. So I gave him some, but he's come to visit. He doesn't do that very often anymore. So
no, he doesn't. Well, that's a good opportunity for him to be present with us.
Yeah. So this is Clive. For anyone that hasn't met Clive, he was my rescue. He's about 10 years of age now, so it can be naughty. So wow, that's beautiful, Gillian. So let's have a look and see what Marie's on. Hello.
Hello, Marie. Last couple of days I've been distracted, checking out, lost track of time. Thought today was Saturday.
It's so funny you say that, because always between Christmas and New Year, it's almost like I have no idea what day it is. And I remember telling my sister at one stage, I said, she said, "What day is it?" And we just got back to the city. And I went, "Oh, it's Monday." So she went, "Oh, I've got to put my bins out. Oh, I can't water today." Oh. Anyway, we realised the next morning that it wasn't Monday at all. It had actually been Tuesday. It was hilarious. It was like, oh, my God. I said, "You believed me?" I said, "I have no clue what day it is." And it is. It's just this, what is time? It's like it doesn't exist. So...
Yeah. And I think that period of time during that holiday phase, we give ourselves permission not to track the time, and because we stop doing it, we see the slippage of it, and that it's not really anything real anyway.
No.
So I feel that's going to become more and more a thing, and we're going to have to get out of the habit of constantly being in routines all the time.
I think too, with work, with different things, of course, we need to have that timing to keep it real. But you're right, like when we don't have that, it's like, oh, hang on, where am I? What am I doing? What time is it? No clue. So I love that. So so what's Gillian saying?
So people that I have been in contact for years are coming back into my life and are full of love. I've been moving around and have been unsettled for years. Everyone feels grounded.
Wow, that's really interesting.
Message.
Yeah, It's beautiful. And when you haven't seen people for years or been in contact for years, it's really lovely when you do feel that love, you know. And it's so interesting you say this, Gillian, because I know when I was back in my hometown, my brother still lives down there, and he was friends with some people that I sort of went to school with. Now I've only probably seen about 4 people since I left school back in 81 or something, because it's such a isolated area. And so we were sitting down having breakfast with this couple, and they knew all these people I knew, and they were bringing up names, and we were talking about things, and it really triggered something for me. And so I did some work, Carly and I did some work together on it for me, because it was triggering me. There was some stuff that had happened, and I realized that our perspective of things as children, it's so different to what was actually going on, and in a way. So it's been so healing for me. It's like, oh, I didn't even know I was still holding on to that. So it was quite incredible. So it's interesting that you say that as well, Gillian. So yeah.
And and everything you're saying, every comment that is being made so far and probably continues to be made, I think is relevant for all of us. We're sort of feeling it. We're all feeling it now. There's no separation anymore. We just choose to be separated. So Deborah has said a couple of dreams this week. One was the sound of a shotgun. The next night, 2 large gorillas visiting, and the pond between 2 homes, one I was staying in.
How interesting. Okay, so yes, and dreams have been really, for me, that I've been getting a lot of deeper messages for myself from my dreams. And so this is interesting that this is coming up. Oh, sorry, Clive's decided to go.
Clive's out of here. Right, okay.
And he's 6 and a bit kilos, so he's not light. So okay, so if we want to have a look at this, what is your initial thought, Nick, with this?
Did she add a little bit more there further down?
Let's have a look. Deborah. Maybe.
Yeah, there it is. So, ext night allowed bang. I don't know what that external night.
Next night allowed a bang.
Next night, sorry, allowed the bang on the container home. Allowed bang on the container home. I'm temporarily living in Hawaii. The shot gone. Left me feeling frightened, along with the centipedes and geckos present everywhere.
There is in Hawaii, I know. It's absolutely true. So, so look, I don't know. Nick, do you want to do what you initially got?
I feel this is very personal for you, and some of these images are things that you will probably have better meaning to put on them if you allow it, if you give it that sense of what it means to you. I mean, I actually sometimes too think that the things that are happening in your this reality world, which we think is the real world, also helps to emphasize what you've been dreaming as well. So even the fact that you mentioned the centipedes or other creatures that are around you, it's integrated now. It's not just here's my dream, here's my reality. I really feel now emerging, and we need to pay attention to all of it at the same time. So a shotgun, you just heard the sound of it. So sound to me is a very powerful thing, and it's not something people talk about a lot in dreams, because dreams tend to be quite visual. But it's very interesting that if you hear anything loud and bang, it's getting your attention. So for me, that's usually what would indicate. And the gun especially, it's like there's a mystery behind it. What's this? And think about what a gun does.
Exactly. And, when you look up the book, the Betty Bethard's dream book, it says that if we get shot a gun is about losing energy to something. So it's almost like your psyche, I'm feeling your psyche has been triggered for you to go, whoa, hang on, what's going on in my life? And the fact that there was 2 ponds in the dream as well, that's an emotional body. So having 2 of them, it's almost like, and it's interesting because the first card that came up for you as well was the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is about an emotional next step forward. It's learning something new, but there's wisdom in it. So you get to choose, I feel, emotionally, how you're going to be, how you're going to look at situations, because you've got the Page of Swords. Again, a new way of thinking of things, a new way of telling your story. And that is what you're resolving, is we all have our shadow side, which is what I always see the Devil card as. And allowing that side to come up and not being too afraid of it is
Mm.
what I'm getting, and what are centipedes? They're bugs. They have many, many, many legs. So to get them somewhere faster. So if something's been bugging us, use it as a way of actually taking us into a whole new perspective and healing and shifting something. That's just what I'm getting with that.
Yeah,
So
definitely. And the springboards are the sound of the shotgun, the large gorillas, something big and strong. But at the same time, I also see them sitting there very comfortably with their big bellies, as a loving, caring, they're in family groups. And yeah, exactly. And that water is quite still, which means the emotions will come up, but it won't be too turbulent for you. So take that inner courage, let it come out. And there's lots of stepping stones here for you to get that balance back. And that's where you've got the two gorillas, the pond between the two homes. It's regaining some balance back for you. And, you probably did a lot of it in the dream itself.
Yeah. And this is what's happening. It's so spot on, Nick. Yeah, I know with some of the dreams that I've been having, they're really deep. Like I was with a group of people I used to work with, and we found this treasure. We'd been treasure hunting, and it ended up being like a safe, a quite deep safe. And so I was just there with one of them at the end. And he went, oh, there's a bit of cash in this as well as all these other gold and silver and jewelry, whatever. And then I went, when he wasn't looking, I went, oh my gosh, there's a huge stash of cash up the back of this. I'm going to grab it. I'm talking like piles, 20s, 100s, like. And so I just grabbed it all and I put it in my bag, and I thought they'll never know. But then I felt so guilty when we were all sitting around ready to share out our findings. And I was just feeling so guilty. And the dream before that, someone was saying, which was me, a deeper part of me, saying, oh, I feel like you've let me down and blah, blah, blah. And I realized this is what has been happening to myself. I feel, yes, I'm speaking my truth, but am I really? Or do I need to go a bit deeper and actually, with just little things in life? Like I let a lot of stuff slide. And I know now I have to start being truthful in every single moment. And that's tough. And that's what the dreams were telling me. I'm stealing my own energy. And then it's actually the guilt is one of the most useless, wasted emotions. So I knew, I went, oh, I have to keep just being present all the time. And what's my truth? What's my truth? Which is really hard. It's like a vigilance.
Totally.
Yeah.
Actually, it's been something I probably have been focusing on all year. That has been a key for me. And it's really created this expansion as a result of it. And I just know because it worked, and I've been doing it for long enough now. And it's so true. You just have to be uber vigilant about every single thing, every word, every action, every reaction, what you're observing, where you are, where's your breath, just this constant process. And then after a while, you don't have to pay it as much attention because it's now become the new way of being. Yes,
Totally.
we've still got some shedding to do, and I'm not saying like we just come, boom, there it is, new year, clean slate. No. It's emergence of something new from old. So there's still some dark corners there.
Yeah.
So thank you. I'm in the process of selling and moving, but not knowing where. Waves of sadness then. Aware of the calm, letting go, open to the what next. Yes.
Step at a time, Deb. Step at a time is what I'm getting, and trust the process. And it's almost like because of the two, you had two houses, two ponds, two everything's in a way. It's almost like it's already there for you. It's just timing. And so you just trust and just keep visioning what you want and just trusting your process. So, oh my gosh, and we just got an Ace of Wands for you on that.
Wonderful.
So exactly. So you will get, what's right for you. It's already there is what I'm seeing as well.
And you know what I just got when you were saying that, Marie? I saw like lots of roads, like cards, which I feel that's your body going in different, as in many versions of you are now coming together to culminate in something that's more you, true to you. And all the cars are going at different speeds. It's like, okay, this is where we're all meeting. We're all meeting at this location. But of course, some have stopped longer, some are slowing down. But funny enough, they're all coming together anyway, and they'll all be at that meeting point. And that's what I saw in this dream, that's meaning. So that makes a lot of sense, actually. Yeah.
It does. Thanks for sharing that, Deb. It always helps sometimes to get that clarity as to what's going on in your real life, shall we say. Yeah. And hi, Kathy. Nice to see you on. So yeah, and Tony, I did get your email about your dream, so let's pop that one up. Okay.
So Tony says, I was left by myself as everyone I knew had just gone. Then all of these
guys
appeared and started to circle around me. I felt they were going to beat me up and other things. I thought there is no way I can fight them all off. So I said out loud, I am out of here, and I woke up out of my sleep. Not sure how I was able to do that, but I was glad I did. I was too scared to fall back to sleep. But when I did, I had a busy dream I couldn't remember.
So interesting with this one, isn't it? So, so Tony, if you've actually had any insight into this dream for yourself, pop it up as well. So because when I was actually typing it in, it was almost like, it's almost like you're speaking up for yourself. You're actually waking yourself up out of a situation in life that could have been threatening. And it doesn't necessarily mean, what was happening with the guys, but for you in life, maybe there could have been a threatening situation that you've just been ignoring, or you haven't chosen to take any action with it yet. But I feel that you have in your dream, I feel this is what's happened. And it's like you woke up to it. And then the busy dream that you couldn't remember, I would say that you were doing a lot of work around that situation, whatever it is. So I'd love to know what's been going on for you, whether it's work, whatever it is, that there's a situation that you've just been letting build and build. And now you're awake. What are you getting there?
And also that you have to flick the switch sometimes in order for the current to go through and the frequency to change.
Yeah.
When you turn a light switch on, and you were literally woken up you woke yourself up, like, wake up now, flick the switch, then we can do the work. Then we can do what we need to do to get to the next stage. Yes, there's something going on for sure.
For sure. And it's interesting. Yeah, look at this. 10 of Swords. This is the ending of for something for you. And the swords are always the mind, whether it's a plan we've had or whether it's something that's going on. So something's been buried. Literally, it's finished. It's dead is what I'm getting from that card for you. So 10 is completion and then a new beginning. So I don't know what story has been going on in your mind, but it's the 10 of Cups. So to me, this is moving into a much more emotionally uplifting state, and it's a perspective shift as well, I would say, Tony, with what's coming through. I'll just pull another one. There's another one up here that's a little bit hot. Oh, it's you, I think. Yeah, definitely. So now the seeds that you've planted in the past, or something you've just planted, now you can actually be very happy about it. It's almost like it's a new way of starting. And then we've got our Ace of Cups, which is just confirmation that emotionally what you're going to be planting for yourself or starting for yourself now is going to bring you a lot more happiness, a lot more calm, a lot more joy, which is what 26 is about, So yeah, really interesting. So anyone, Tony, it'd be nice to know. Let's have a look and see if Tony's popped anything in. Mostly work. I was picking that up. I was actually getting its work. Yeah. So
is it work, Tony, that you enjoy?
Yeah, that'd be really good to know as well. So I just feel that there's been a situation that you've sort of just let sort of go without really looking at how you are in it and what needs to shift and change for you. So it'd be really interesting to know if that's been going on. So because it's about you. Queen of Swords, this is about you speaking your truth, being direct. And that's exactly what happened. And it's almost like the noise from that shotgun in the other dream. It wakes our psyche up. So when we wake up suddenly, we wake ourselves up from a dream. It's like our psyche picks up on it. And then things can really shift and move. So, just beautiful. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
It is.
It's good.
Yes.
Yeah. So, so it's good. I feel you've already done some work. So now maybe have a different perspective on something. Just sit back and just see how you're feeling. Check into your emotions with it.
Yes.
Is what I'm doing. So you might find it's not affecting you as much, or you have a whole different way of like receiving it or looking at it.
Yeah. And I guess it's actually put in my mind too with a lot of people's dreams is that how far when do we sit back and just let it happen? It's going to happen anyway. It really is. And when do we, because you can't just sit in a box and not do anything. You have to put out something out there in order to receive back. So, but there's a point where you can put too much because you're forcing it. And it's like that. It's really trying to, work out what is the ideal balance between the two. And I really feel that that's the phase we're in now, is just we're riding a new board on a new wave. And we're not quite sure yet how it's going to feel. So we're just getting used to it. And I think a lot of these dreams that we're having now are just sort of the showing the ending, beginning phase in without being too dramatic, because we don't need any more drama. There's going to be enough of it.
That's right. I agree. I think there's going to be a lot of new things this year. So, which is great. So thanks for sharing that, Tony. That's really good. I think all of us have got situations like that probably going on. So, yeah. And this is from Marie.
Marie has an experience. A couple of days ago, a song came to me strong. Sail away, I went out back. Is that, Chris Rea or someone like that?
Isn't it Enya? Is it Enya? Sail away, sail
away.
away.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know which one it is.
Listen to it. Yeah, neither do I. Sunset started already. The sun was yellow. I watched it turn white, then purple above it, and it was pulsing, almost dancing with song. I leaned on the building to be steady. It kept pulsing, dancing to the music. The sun finally set. Amazing. Whoa.
So, Marie, what do you think was going on for you with that experience? Because that's pretty awesome. I've had an experience years ago when I lived right on the beach, no road between our house and the beach, and I would get up and watch the sunrise over the water. And one day I was meditating as I was doing it, and the sun changed colour. It went from red to orange to yellow to green to blue to purple to like an indigo. It went through every single chakra colour. And I knew I was tapping into the frequency of that light, because to me, the sun and sunlight are codes, because there's a great central sun. It's like, well, this is how I look at it all. Everything's a portal. And so that great central sun is where the energy source comes through the sun. And then we can, depending on where we're at as well, as to what we can actually take in and assimilate from the frequencies and the technology that comes through it. So that's what I'm getting. So, it's beautiful.
I love that, Marie. I love that, Marie.
So, what are you getting, Nick?
I believe that when we're sitting there watching and experiencing something, the same thing, I always feel the same. There's a coding coming in, and it's specifically attuned to us. And once we settle and are still enough, we can tune into it, and it gives us exactly what we need at that particular time. And you could have someone sitting next to you and not having that experience at all.
Correct.
Or they might see a different range of colours, or something else happens because they're getting their own specific coding, because we're very unique beings. But imagine this going on throughout the whole world right now.
And this is what's happening, and we're all at our own vibration, and we're all, bringing in exactly what it is that we need. So it's all divinely orchestrated as far as I see, and it's just up to us to be able to receive it and to just respect the process. It's pretty cool. So, and we actually got an Ace of Cups on this one for you, Marie, and then the Emperor. So this is obviously the being that is their own authority, that actually makes their own life is very strong to set up a foundation, because that Four of Pentacles has come up. So this is the foundation. I know.
Oh my gosh, Marie. And I was just about to say this during this dream. For some reason, it just came to me, and you've just confirmed it. So you just said, hold up those cards again.
Oh,
those cards you just said. So you had that's okay. You had the foundation.
Ace of Cups.
Had the Emperor.
Emperor and the Ace of Cups. Yeah.
Right. So that was just a confirmation. So I've just started watching a show that I've been directed to watch, and it's not been I don't have Apple TV or anything like that, but my girlfriend said, here, let's start watching something when we were on our road trip. And I said, I'd like to watch that. And so she's then given me access to hers, and it's called Foundation. and the person that's the main head is called Emperor. And I just thought I felt like I needed to share that with people today, because it's like there's a message that I'm getting from it, which is we are in control of our own world, our own destiny. We just need to wake up and realize that we are. We don't need something external to do it for us. So for example, those codes that come in, they're for us. We ask for them. We actually have sent out messages to have those be brought back into us. It's a bit like, I'm hungry, what do I feel like eating? Okay, I'll go and eat that now. We're the ones in control. So we're doing it with this new level that it hasn't been part of everyday life now. So it's funny that you got those cards. I thought, oh, well, I have to tell you this story now.
You have to. And this is happening so much for people. It's these synchronicities that we're creating and getting confirmation with.
Yes.
You know, it's so confirming. It's happened for me in the last few days, just boom, 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 boom. And I go, oh, okay, thank you. This is really interesting. And Marie, this was her interpretation.
All I could think of was I was acknowledged and was felt it shared to me. Yes, content. Exactly.
I love that.
100%, it really was.
It's owning it too. It's owning it and going, this is for me. This is all for me.
Yeah.
That's it.
I know. Yeah, there's no limits anymore. There really aren't. Only the limits we place upon ourselves and in our minds. Once we open up to that, anything's possible.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that coding is allowing it for sure. I've gone very galactic today. I just felt like just before I woke up, I went back to. I woke up early. Then I thought, I'm a bit tired. I'll just have another hour or two sleep, and bang, get a massive dream. And I swear, it's like we're moving into a whole new realm now. But we've got to stay grounded somehow. We've really got to stay very grounded and you know, because the dream I saw was first it was a falling cloud, and then and the cloud fell, and when I saw the cloud falling, it was like steaming or misting, and then I went to inspect it closer, and it was a sign, literally a sign, a white sign with some letters on it. Not a brand I knew, nothing like that, but when I've broken it down, I've understood what it all meant. And then I looked up, my partner Mark came out to look at it with me, and when we looked up in the sky, right in the front of our house, there was a flying car, you know, like the DeLorean in Back to the Future, but more modern than that, and it was white and it had black and white GT stripes on it, but it flew in and it came through this plasma, and it was like a force field around it, and I was watching this ripple out, and I'm thinking, this is exactly what I feel like we need to experience, but it's familiar enough not to be freaky.
Yeah.
And it was just sort of moving and not darting too aggressively, and just, it was right in front of us, and he was just blown away, because I'm thinking, what is this, Project Bluebeam? Is this a UAP?
Wow. So this was in real life. This wasn't in a dream.
No, this was in my dream this morning.
Oh, in your dream. Okay.
Yeah. But then I'm feeling like there's something too familiar, like I could touch it. I felt like I could touch it, and it was there, and I'm thinking, this is actually real. This is where we flip the dream and the reality now.
Yes.
And because it was so close to waking up time, I was meant to have that dream just on wake up. So it was like, yes, this is how close we are now to getting something going on where we can't describe it right just yet, but it's going to happen. There's something happening for sure.
Definitely very lucid dream by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
You know, another thing Alexa said is that, and we've all been experiencing this, I know, because we've been talking about it on Mondays, or, you know, or the Sundays or Mondays, depending whether with Elisa or here. But it's about tapping into other realms and other timelines. And she said it's going to become just all one. So we're going to be able to tap into it all, which is what we've been saying.
Yes.
And, you know, a lot of people have been going, oh, I don't know whether I'm in this reality or something else. Well, that's exactly what's happening. And to me, I'm just seeing it as being then an expansion that becomes quite normal for us. Yes. So this tapping into other realms, other timelines is just going to become normal, really normal. And whatever one is for our highest will and good, or that we're choosing to create, is really at some level what we tap into.
Yeah, it's like a playground, and you get to choose which ride or whatever you want to be on for that particular moment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
crazy.
It is crazy. And it's interesting because Gillian's got a dream.
I had a dream, and the dates in my journal didn't follow the calendar. Uh, Dream two, I was sitting in an armchair with new neighbours, and old friends kept on coming up and recommending books I should read.
Isn't this interesting? I mean, and I really feel that first dream is that the dates in your journal don't follow the calendar. And that's just what we were talking about. It's almost like different experiences in different timelines and different realms. And I feel we're also healing other aspects of our experiences and even for the collective in other realms and timelines. So that just speaks volumes, basically, Gillian, that first dream.
Oh,
Um, so,
what do
and
you?
what about getting for the second dream, Nick?
Oh, so when you sit in an armchair's really comfortable. It's like, it's your little comfort spot that you sit in and you usually observe in an armchair or just, take it all in. And you've got new neighbours, so new beginnings, new things coming in. You're getting to know and get familiar with new things, and old friends. So there are two merging going on here as well.
Yep.
That comfort again. You're going to do this with comfort. And the recommended books that I should read. So books is information, it's wisdom. It's sort of like what you're tapping into your own wisdom, perhaps.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's true. And
What does Betty say?
yeah, Betty
Mm.
says in the book that the book is your book of life, which it seems like you are. It's like, and I feel this as well. It's like we're doing a review of our life and just letting go and healing anything that just needs to be let go of. Or what your purpose is in this lifetime, knowledge of life plan, pay attention, important lessons coming up. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens for you, Gillian, and to see, if you do start to notice that what I call initiations, where we get pushed a little as well to actually learn something and to tap into our deep subconscious, because that's where we create from a lot of the time. So I wonder what it is for you that's going to be coming up for you to go, oh, wow, okay, I didn't even know I used to do that or think that or experience that. And it'll be something that triggers you. So, which will be awesome. I'm going to do some cards for you on this one, actually, because I think that's, I really feel you've got something coming up. And I don't know if you meditate, but I'm actually getting that it'd be really good for you to actually go in and tap in to that deeper aspect of yourself and even ask your soul to come through so you can actually have a chat to see what messages and wisdom can come through for you. I feel that you're definitely going through a new phase of some sort. So that's just, that one's hot. Is it you? Yes, it's you. Yeah, 10 of Cups. Sorry, 9 of Cups. So the 9 of Cups is all about your wishes, your desires, whatever it is. And, it's coming true. So, but of course, sometimes we've got to clear a few things out before we can actually have things come in. So, and 9's completion, but the 9 of Cups is beautiful, but it's going to happen fast because you've got the 8 of Wands. That's when really fast motion happens. So I don't think they're going to be big, heavy things. It's just going to be like little, okay. Well, what do I think about this? And how would I respond differently to that? Love it. 9 of Pentacles. This is the unique you, finding your abundance, finding your aspects that you maybe haven't tapped into before. And just love them, because I love the 9 of Pentacles. It's a very unique card, and all the gold and, the majesty of it. So I think this is going to be really awesome for you. So you'll have to keep us you'll have to keep tuned in as to what's going on for you and what you've noticed.
Gosh, yeah. I'm interested to see what, each month as it goes by, how we grow and develop even more, and more information comes out for us individually, because we are unique beings. I actually got the feeling too that even though it's a metaphor, that maybe if you've got a bookshelf, or if you're somewhere where you're in a shop with books and you're drawn to a particular space, just grab a book and just pick one up, and then just open up the page and just land on a spot and see what that little message will be. I sort of feel like that could be something that you could play with. It would be a little bit of a fun stepping stone if you need to know a bit more, because we are curious.
We are. And the 2 of Cups has come up. So this to me is also around, it's almost like a connection with someone else. And sometimes it can be seen as a partnership card. So it'd be really interesting to see what comes into your life as well, as far as people, because you said you had old friends and new neighbors, so people that are close. So you might this is actually confirming that literally, so that you will have this come into your reality as well. But I love that, Nick. That was when bookshops were everywhere before, internet and everything. That was my favorite thing to do. I'll just pop into this bookshop and I'm just going to tune in and ask a question. And then sure enough, there would be my answer. It would be some random book that I'd literally just pulled off a shelf, and I'd go, thank you. That was awesome. So, and I'm going to start doing that more with my books. I've got a bookcase here, and I'm actually going to start doing that more again because I've forgotten about that one. Yeah,
exactly. It worked. I've always had books at a bookshelf near me, and so I tend to just grab something and get a message from it. And then I might not get it immediately, but then later in the day something will pop up and it'll just be, oh wow, all right, now I've connected the dots. Thank you for that. And it just gives me this sense of joy. And I think that's another thing. It's like we have to start feeling that again. We have to start. We've been pretty serious for a long time because we've been having to do all this healing and stuff. And one of the cards I pulled was, full up with Sacred Giggles. Fill your cup with sacred giggles.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
True. What makes us happy and joyful, and remembering that inner child and the laughter, and everything.
Exactly. And that was tied in directly with this other card that I first pulled from my Eastern deck, and it's time to rekindle. So it's basically taking the wheel. And what that means pretty much is that it's time to set a whole new agenda or a focus now, and to do it with the sense of, I want it to bring me joy and I want it to bring in new friendships. That's another particular point about it, is it has to bring in something new. So we're attracting these soul groups. As people are starting to drop away and other people are leaving us or departing this earth plane, we are given this opportunity now, and it's always there. They're there. We're all waiting for each other, and they're just going to start. I feel these connections are going to be the things that will lead us to where we're meant to be, what our true inner essence is meant to be experiencing, and it should always be from a place of joy and friendship and kindness. So that's something really lovely to look forward to in all of this, everything that's coming. So when you pull an ace card, that's how I see that. That's what I feel.
Can you read the fine print underneath the word for us, please?
Yeah, it says, take the wheel in your hand.
I love that. Time to rekindle. And it's interesting because we were talking about books, and as soon as I saw the word rekindle, I went, Kindle.
Yes.
Books on Kindle. So we could even do that on a Kindle book.
Now, here we go. So there's the interesting connection, and I didn't quite know how it would fit in, but I sort of see it. But so a Kindle, when a Kindle first came out, I was like, no, not my thing. I'd rather have a book. And then I thought, well, it's actually really handy for traveling. And I thought, am I just being negative because I've got some old wounding that sits there and I can't cope with, I'm not anti. So with the whole AI thing that's being spoken about regularly now, and how I see it fitting in, and I pulled this card from the Golden Future deck, and look what it says: robots.
Oh, no way. And what's underneath it? Can you tell us?
Set yourself free with wisdom. And so for me, that actually means that we're not being taken over by robots. It means we use the robot, we use the AI, we use the technology to get rid of all the mundane things, so we free ourselves up to be in the place of our true essence. We can't do that, and they've kept us away from that by denying us this natural technology. So in a way, that looks very sort of like, oh, I don't want that happening. But I don't have a problem in me not having to clean a house or to do all the things that don't bring me joy.
Especially like, when you get to my years of wisdom, I'm going, it just gets a bit mundane. Like it's
mundane. I know.
I still bless it, and I still go, okay, Marie, yes, it'll feel great once it's done. But I'm really happy to pass that one on. And anything else, it's like, oh my gosh, then we get to really go play and enjoy and have joy.
Exactly. And that's where the rekindling. That's where the rekindling comes in, and that's where we get to do this. And so we need a little bit of technological help to free us up. And the word work is coming in really heavily for me, and what that represents versus service. Work is the old way, service is the new way. And somewhere in the middle, we're transitioning through it.
Yeah, that's true. And I know this might sound really strange to people, but I always say I'm of service to me first, because then what comes from that is I'm in joy, and then things just naturally, if people need help or if they want to give or if they, whatever it is, it's almost like the synchronicity happens. So to me, I am in service to me first. Yeah. It's and you know, that used to be like, oh, but that's so selfish. No, you've got to have God first. I'm going, yeah, I am all that.
It's because your frequency is so powerful, as we all have it. That's the thing that affects somebody else. So if we can lift somebody up out of that mundaneness of life back to this feeling of joy and excitement, to really expand. I'm not saying we won't still go through some experiences that we might feel like we're struggling with it, but you have to do that sometimes in order to experience, you know, where the afterglow, you know, when you get that feeling, that's what it's like.
You just feel good around it, and people are attracted to it, you know, and you're just seeding, you're helping them, you're seeding their psyche, you're seeding their aura, their consciousness with who we are by doing our beautiful commitment and our investment in
which is what everything,
which is literally our whole sole purpose as far as I'm concerned.
Exactly. And we're doing it here as a group collective as well.
Yes,
we're doing it in our little bit, in our little piece of the world, in whatever it is it represents. It's very powerful. I know it's powerful, and it might seem small to some people, but it's huge. Yeah, it's so valuable.
So I'd love people's thoughts on that, and if you've got any other dreams, pop them up, because we love sharing dreams, you know that, and it always, it's not just for the person with the dream, it always helps others, you know, that come into this little community, and it sometimes really creates aha moments for others. So this is why I love the sharing. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go grab my Animal Magic cards, because I'd love to do some for 2026 with some tarot cards.
Yes,
so just give me a second, guys.
Yes. And speaking about animals, I'll be interested to know, Marie, coming back. I have had so many spiders in my life right now. And one of them is a redback. For those that aren't Australian, know that a redbacks can be dangerous if they bite you. Most people survive, obviously. They get to hospital, get an anti-venom. But I have literally been, they've been everywhere. Just talking about redback spiders being everywhere around me at the moment. I don't get them up here. It's not been a known thing.
Wow.
And so I'm feeling, okay, what is the message? What the problem is, you can't allow them to stay around because they're so dangerous.
Yeah.
You know, it's a real dilemma. And I feel like I'm being faced with this dilemma. Where are my boundaries? What am I prepared and what am I not prepared for?
So what's the message of spider for you, Nick?
Well, I mean, I love the spider message. You know, the spiders are the ones that are the magical beings that weave the webs, that bring it all together. That, you know, that sacred geometry and what they produce is magical. It really is. So I'm a bit torn with it all.
They're so creators, which is what you've been really focusing on.
I know.
So I'm just getting all my cards in the right order. I like right way up. So, it's fascinating because I was with my sister, my beautiful sister, and we were driving, doing the long drive back, and we'd just done the Animal Magic cards in the car. Like I show them to her, she sort of just picks one, and then the next minute, so she got these Animal Magic cards, and then the next minute we'd been talking about the wedge-tailed eagles when we were driving down, and she said there used to be a lot around here. She said, but since they've had the mines, they're not as like I haven't seen any for years, and she drives down there quite regularly. And on the way home, she said, look, Marie, and there was 3 wedge-tailed eagles. And then I went, oh, my goodness. I said, well, there's our beautiful nature sign for us after doing these Animal Magic cards. And I said, I'll shuffle again. And I said, but she said, oh, maybe we'll get the eagle card. I said, no, that usually doesn't happen because we've actually had it in real life. What happens? Eagle card.
Just to show you, just to prove to you how that's great. Isn't it amazing?
So, okay, so let's do some cards for everyone that watches this, whether it's now, afterwards. We'll just tap in and just see if we can get some beautiful messages for us and some clarity for us for 2026 through our Animal Magic cards, which I adore. I'm going to do 3 because I feel like that really helps for us to get the story as well. And, of course, each card, when people pull these individually, they actually look so different. I've seen things in these cards, and I've been working with these cards for nearly 20 years, nearly 20 years actually. And I see things, I go, I have never seen that before, because that's what the message is. Yeah. All right, so let's just have a little look here. Or is it you, or is it you? Oh, interesting. So the first one up is the Crystal Fairy.
Oh, gosh.
So I want you all, before I say anything, before Nick says anything, I want everyone to look at this card. And if you're watching it afterwards, you can always pause it and just sit and see, what does this card bring through for you? What's standing out in the card? What's your personal message? Okay. So whatever you get, it might be just one word, it might be a picture, it might be whatever it is that comes through for you. So, and pop it in the comments. Ouch, sorry, my cat. I knew this was going to happen. Let's just
Clive, hey.
I'm going to have to sit this way so he can't get to my feet. Thanks, Clive. So, yeah, so pop in the comments what it is you got for yourself, because like I said, a card can read differently for every single person. So, Nick, what did you get? What stood out for you? What was your message?
I got this beautiful new strength that we're coming through with love, and she's holding that blue. The blue is and it's funny, as soon as before you pulled the card, I got this. Remember, this is how I interpret it for me.
Yeah.
I was watching your lips when you were talking, and I thought this is something to do with this, having a voice and feeling strong enough to be who you're meant to be, but from a place of love. And then you pulled that card. So, yeah.
That is so beautiful. And it's interesting because, yeah, for me, it's always as well about us going more from carbon-based into crystalline. So our frequency is changing. And I love that blue's really standing out. You're right. And that's reminded me of something, again, that Alexis has said is, you know, the 3i Atlas. She said that is a consciousness that's there for people that need it. It's really helping really shift people. She said, and I remember someone a couple of years ago, it might have even been Tony, said, do you know anything about the blue star that the Hopi Indians used to talk about? And I didn't know anything about it. She was saying this is what that blue star
that makes sense.
And I went, oh, this is making so much sense now. So I thought that was really beautiful. So, yeah, so I feel that blue as well is like a consciousness coming through.
Yeah.
And the grounding, like that to me looks a little bit like obsidian or something that's very grounding as well in the crystals at the bottom.
Yeah.
But you're right, the pink definitely is the pink as well. When we look at our hearts, we have like 3 chambers. So we have the green, which is the physical. Then we go into the pink, which is much more about love and much more about, you know, that sort of really beautiful connection. And then you go into the blue, which is the deeper chamber of the heart, which is all around compassion and truly being of service, like I said, to ourselves. And that's what the compassion is about. You can have compassion for others just by letting them be who they need to be. So, yeah, let's have a look and see what people are saying. So could not see.
Oh, grounding. Yeah.
That's the grounding that I was seeing as well in those crystals. Yeah, naughty Clivey, absolutely.
Oh my, I've seen her, but her arms weren't up like that.
She's really pulling it down, isn't she? Really holding it. And have a look where it is. So that's our oversoul.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's coming through the crown. So don't be surprised if you have ringing ears, you have a tender top of your crown when you go to brush your hair. You go, oh, why is that sore? So whatever it is, or your eyesight goes a bit weird and wonky, that could be these upgrades as well. Oh, I like this one, Julia.
Oh, a victory of light. Yes. Inner light as well.
Inner light. I love that. So, yeah.
The blue kachina. Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
So what is that, the blue kachina? Is that what the Hopi Indians were talking about?
I think it is, isn't it? Yeah. Can you just clarify that for us? Because that's what I was trying to remember the word, and I'm glad you put that in, because I'm thinking I'm sure somebody will, because I couldn't.
Like a blue star or something. Yeah, blue kachina. Yeah, because I haven't looked into it much. So So
a new strength and coming into our own beautiful power of pure love. Yes.
Oh, it's so gorgeous. So true.
Yeah. And speaking your truth. Yes.
That blue was even darker, which is often representative of the throat chakra.
Because we were given a voice.
Yeah.
For a reason.
For a reason.
Oh, Christina, for me, the pink behind her was standing out, and I take it is from the baby in the belly.
Ooh.
I think it's a girl. Is this the new baby?
This is the new baby that Christina's carrying and making and creating.
Oh, this is the one I got a name for all that time ago. Yeah.
Ooh.
I wrote it down and I can't remember. I'm not saying it. I'm never going to say it. I think it's a girl, and I felt like she will be powerful presence with love and crystal essence. Oh, wow. I love that.
I love that too. And, it's so true. These beautiful souls coming in, they're already templated in for this beautiful new consciousness.
Yeah.
It's just fabulous.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes. So it was part of the
Hopi part of the Hopi prophecy. Yes.
Thank you. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Right. So now I can control Clive because he's up here instead of eating my
so
feet.
gorgeous.
So gorgeous. Aren't you? All right. All right. Now I have to do more cards. Can you just sit quietly and behave? Thank you. Don't think he will.
Maybe because you've been away as well.
I think so, yeah. And Miss Kylie just looked after him so well. He got very spoiled, and he doesn't quite get that sort of spoiling from Mama. Do you? So, all right, you want to go? Okay, bye-bye. No, not near my feet. Go. So naughty today. He's obviously better. He's been a bit sick, so he's obviously feeling much better.
Yes, exactly. That's a good sign.
All right, let's do another card. I really want to do 3 today. Have we got time? Yeah, got another 4 or 5 minutes, so let's do this. Because I think it's really important that we just tapping into something within ourselves with each card that comes up. All right. Is it you? Oh, yeah, you're Buzzy. Let's have a feel. Oh, I love it. We've got the bear. And the word that goes with bear is awakening. But have a look for yourself. You can stop again, if you're looking at this afterwards, just stop the video and have a look for yourself. What's jumping out for you? Do you get a feeling? Do you get a word? What are you seeing? Okay. So whatever it is, if you want to share it, would be amazing. So when I look at the bear, straight away what I tend to do is I ask the animal, do you have a message for me? And just looking at him, this bear looks pretty happy. Like sometimes when I see this card, he's like, oh, he's half asleep still. But look at the joy on his face. This is what I'm seeing. And the stars in the background. Oh, my gosh, look at the blue star.
Exactly. It's the to me, it's the Pleiades, which have that blueness to them. And Sirius as well is connected to it. So that's they're blue beings. They're part of that blue being.
I love that. That's so cool. It's like the bear's going, yeah, I'm ready. I'm awake now and I'm going out to have my fun. That's what I'm feeling with the bear. So awakening is definitely. So I'd love to know. What did you see, Nick?
The first thing I saw was the geometry in the corner up there, the sacred geometry. Yeah, which I think is the eternal flower of life. It's the real one.
Yeah, and it can also be a dream catcher type feel.
Yeah, and then I got the spider web coming, of course.
That's right. You've been getting your spider.
We're here to create something new. I mean, it all ties in. It certainly is a powerful message. Yes. Marie, the web, upper left is what caught my attention.
Oh, so exactly the same thing. So isn't that interesting? So there's a message there that both of you are getting for yourselves, which is beautiful.
Christine.
Let's have a look.
The 3 blue stars jumped out and the flower of life, not the bear at all. Yes. I focused on those 2 first as well. Yeah.
That's funny.
And Kylie. Gillian said the bear inconsistencies are light. Oh, yeah.
Interesting. See, this is it. We all have a different message, which is perfect.
Yeah. And Kylie saw strength and achievement.
Beautiful.
Brilliant.
So,
because the bear's grounding all of this in now too. His feet are on the ground. He's a strong, grounded being.
He really is very strong, but also playful. I mean, have you seen those bear cubs? Oh my
I
gosh,
know.
so playful.
Yeah.
And I think that's a reminder as well for us to remember to play. Life doesn't have to be serious.
No,
So
no. Sacred giggles.
I love that. It's so true. Yeah, where do you find your joy? What
Yeah.
makes you happy, even if it's simple or everyone else might think it's stupid? Who cares?
Yeah, as somebody said, when do you feel like you're in bliss? You know, when that happens. And sometimes it's fleeting, but it has such a powerful impact for us. It can
And
stay
it
with
can
us
last the
forever.
day. It can set us up.
Yeah.
Oh, this is interesting. So the next one up is the bee.
Oh, the
And the
bee.
word that goes with bee, light worker. Sorry, my mind just, I had to think. So it's the light worker, but what's standing out for you? Okay. Oh, so Nick, what did you get first?
I got the white sphere, the ball of white light coming out from
There.
in the corner there. That's the one, which is our frequency. It's coming online. We're transforming into something. Yeah, it's that higher frequency that's coming out, and the light that's just pulsating through and across, just like a bee does. And a
I
bee
love that.
without that.
And you know, and look at the light being reflected through the bee.
Oh yes,
as
of course.
well. It's huge.
Yeah.
And look at the books underneath. They're glowing. And what have we been talking about? Books.
Oh my gosh.
So there's wisdom in the hive as well, isn't there, with bees? There's wisdom. And look at the bubby bees. So like we've been talking about, we share our light. So the baby bees underneath as well, and the candle, because that's helping to light our way.
Yes, exactly.
And that beautiful feminine. This feels to me very much like Mother Mary energy. Oh my gosh, it's hard when you're doing it backwards here. Mother Mary, or deep, that beautiful divine feminine presence coming through.
Yeah, exactly.
And the wings are now standing out, and this is what happens. It changes. Wings are now standing out.
And you know, yesterday afternoon, I set up in my studio, and I've been creating these watercolor butterflies and origamiing them into bookmarks, and I was then drawing over the top exactly those patterns that you see on the bee wings.
That's what
I was in a state of meditation when I was doing it, just completely just doing exactly that.
It's like a technology. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because whenever I used to run, I'd do a healing for someone and I might go and sit outside afterwards. I've had a bee come up to me and sit on my heart and then fly off again.
Oh, yeah.
And when we were out walking one day and we were doing this fairly sort of steep walk and around rocks and things, and someone said to me, Marie, do you know you've had a bee following you this whole walk? So it's almost like they get attracted to that frequency as well, especially like when you've been running some energy or really sitting in that frequency. I was going, yeah, that's pretty common for me. Never been stung by a bee, but they just come. And, yeah, it's quite incredible. So let's have a look and see what people are saying.
Okay, pollination and seeding. Oh, I like that. Yeah.
I do like that.
Same light behind, but also shining on the bee, yes.
Exactly what, came up there.
The white sphere and also how it's absorbing the light, especially near the heart.
Perfect, yep.
A busy bee. Maybe it's time to rest and see the light.
I love that too.
The angel's face with a sense of support and guidance. Yeah.
It was very supportive, wasn't it?
Beautiful artwork on those cards. They are beautiful cards, Marie.
Really special, yeah.
Mother Mary has been coming up for me the past week. Yeah. I've never tapped into her growing up, nothing, because it was associated with this religious stuff that I was not into. But honestly, these past few months have just been, I've been feeling that energy and I've been really connecting to it. It's like, oh, now I get it. Yes, I'm allowed to be okay with it.
Completely. And, you know, it's interesting because when we do one of our griddings for transference healing, the day before you're meant to do this beautiful process with Mother Mary and the energy. And I'd forgotten this one time, and I was just about ready to go gritting. I went, oh no, I forgot to do that process. Anyway, I just sat outside. The next minute, oh my gosh, that absolute pure love and peace of that divine feminine and that Mother Mary energy came through me. And I was just sitting there going, oh, I didn't know this existed. And then my friend that was living with me at the time, she's very sensitive. She said to me later, she said, Marie, did Mother Mary come through for you this morning? She said, I could feel her essence. So she was tapping into it as well. So that was just confirmation. So it was like, Marie didn't have to do that process. It's okay. It's already here.
Yes.
Yeah. So which is interesting. So, and Marie's popped something up about the year, which I love.
This year is a 1 year beginning. The last year was 2025, was a 9 year, of course.
And the other thing as well is someone brought to my attention that on the 1st of the 1st, 2026, it was a 111. And now remember again on the 10th of the 1st of 2026 is a 111. So maybe take some time to contemplate in that day, even tap into that energy of the numerology, because 111s have really been prevalent.
What about then the 11th?
Well, that's a double 11. And, that's when I started waking up. I was only 21, and I remember I'd go to bed and go, why does my clock always say 11:11? This is really So I was already being triggered and awoken, and they were trying to get me to, wake up even way back then. Yes. So 11:11, you're right. 11/1/2026 is 11:11. So I love that. That's beautiful. Good point. Good pick up. So there you go. So they're the 3 cards that we've got for our little get together for 2026. Fantastic. So we have to go. It's 5 past our hour. But it's so lovely to have you all back here. And
Marie has frozen for me. She's back. There you go. No. It's probably me. Jasper.
Yes, Jasper. Jasper's going, oh, do I get a turn? Next week. So what we'll do next week is we'll have Jasper do a channel. Can someone remind me, please? He was very quiet today. He'd usually jump up if he wanted to. So so beautiful. But so lovely to have you all back and go out, be joy, and allow everything to go through.
Bring it all in.
Thanks, Nick, as always. And we'll see. I don't know if Elise is on. If we're on with Elisa tomorrow, I'll have to double check, but I don't know if she's away. But if not, we will see you there. Okay.
Thanks, everybody.
Lots of love.